Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Green Mill here in Chicago, Mr. Nate Craig.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. All right. How's this, huh? One more time for the Green Mill, everybody. This place is fantastic. What an honor to be doing this at the Green Mill. Whoever said stand-up couldn't be cool was right. But they did not know that I would be shooting a special at the Green Mill and calling it Top Gun 3. It's good to see you guys. Good to be out. Good to share your biology again, huh? It was a while. It was a long couple years there. I handled COVID like I always handled herpes. I tested negative. And there's just no way that's right. There's no way. There's no way that's right. Just based on where I've been. Just based on where I've been, I'm going to say those are false negatives. I'll tell you this, though. If the vaccine was for herpes, we wouldn't be fighting like this as a country. Nobody would be dragging their heels on the herpes vaccine. 0.0 U.S. Americans are not getting the herpes vaccine. Chicago. Nobody's walking off the job because they didn't want to get the herpes vaccine. No firefighters are trading their pensions for cold sores, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. No truck drivers are clogging up a bridge because they're mad about the herpes vaccine mandate. I don't know if you guys know any truck drivers, but they're going to be the first ones to get the herpes vaccine. 10-4, good buddy. I'll take 10 more for all my favorite ladies at the gasoline yard. So them gals can get back to work. Oh, that's good. Been good. Right before the pandemic, I got my identity theft taken. Stolen. Married is what I meant. I got married. Come on, she's a wonderful woman. Well, how would you confuse those two things, Nate? I don't know. It felt like a bit of a smash and grab, I gotta be honest. Everything I thought I knew, gone in an instant. No, she's wonderful. She's a better person than me, my wife. That's a risk. Being with a better person than you know what I'm talking about. Because now it's in my head every day. I wake up, maybe she just did this because I look like I needed help. I don't need that kind of doubt in my life. I don't need that kind of doubt in my life. Do I got to sandbag this? If I get functional, does she move on to the next town? Like Bruce Banner? Save some other elderly fuckboy? I don't want to disappoint her, but I can't have her thinking her work here is done. Every once in a while, I suggest we get a roommate. Just to keep her on her toes. No, you guys, I'm sorry. I kind of got to power through this tonight. I finally got my booster shot, and now I can't feel my freedom. I'm serious. Right when the needle hit my skin. Right when the needle hit my skin, I could feel my pocket constitution burst into flames. Right there in my Banana Republic cargo pants. I had to get a new set of cargo pants. I lost a perfectly good pair of Outlet Mall tactical cargo pants to that damn booster shot. Right when the science was soaking into my loins. I could feel my musket slip out of my hands. Right there into the Potomac. Because I went from Walgreens to the Potomac to apologize to the ghost of George Washington. And he wouldn't look me in my eyes, and I panicked, and I dropped my musket. And it floated to the bottom, where Rachel Maddow was waiting. With her bony little Maddow fingers, and she caught my musket, and she kept it. Not cool, science. Not cool. No, good job, science. Proud of you. But people aren't impressed by science anymore. They're not impressed. Start throwing curveballs, science. Give them something to look at. Here you go, science. You want to impress me? Give a pig a person heart. Just one time, science. Huh? Did you ever even think? You never even thought about that. We're constantly giving people pig hearts. And what do? They lay around, they sleep and eat, they do a bunch of pig stuff. Yeah, it's boring. It's boring. Just one time, make me a pig can do some people stuff, science. One time, make me a pig that can join a climbing gym, or make me a pig I can enjoy a rom-com with. Science. Guys, don't worry. My wife is a nurse, which makes me a doctor. And it's been a good year. It's been a good year to be a brand new doctor. Because, now more than ever, we need real medical professionals. Now more than ever. Half the country got PhDs on YouTube last year. So I'll fight that fight. Somebody says some nonsense to me, I'll look them straight in the face. I'll stack some shit I halfway listened to. Right up on top of something else, I change the channel before they were done explaining it. I'll push it right across the bar at their ass. Call it research. You gotta call it research. That way they know you didn't read it. People don't like it when you read some shit. That calls into question their work ethic, then the whole conversation's lost. I'll call it research to their motherfucking face, and then they know they're dealing with a medical professional. I hope everybody's okay. Did anybody else lose a family member to QAnon? The real pandemic? My name's Nate. I'm from Wisconsin. I was born in Indiana through a tire swing, so this QAnon shit is affecting me directly. If you don't know what QAnon is, it's a video game that hillbillies get to live inside of. And I was not prepared. I had never lost a cousin to Super Mario Brothers before. But it is, that's what it is. It's Super Mario Brothers if the princess we're supposed to save is my cousin's wife. Mandy. Tell me more, Mandy. Everything I know about QAnon, I know from Mandy's Instagram story. I guess that the Democratic Party and the Hollywood elite, which I am one of, are running a baby huffing dungeon where they huff the steam off of babies, and that's how they get their power. That's why Nancy Pelosi's dentures look like they're going to eat her own face every morning. She's snorting that hot baby steam. Also, maybe just real quick, in defense of baby huffing, Is some of the country not huffing babies? It's one of the finest things in life. I mean, I don't even have kids. Any chance I get to huff a baby, I'm doing it. And I would just recommend it. Maybe you'd calm down a little bit, but anyway. No, I will say this, though. I think the pandemic was hardest on the whites. Because we already wanted to talk to the manager. We already wanted to talk to the manager, and now everybody wanted to talk to the manager all of a sudden. That line used to be all ours. And now we had to do it through a mask. All of a sudden we had to do it through a mask. We had to explain the Constitution. We had to pretend that we read the Constitution through a mask while destroying a beachwear display to somebody that might not even be the manager. I mean, we'll do it. We did it, and we'll do it again. If that's what we have to do. If that's what we have to do to protect against the things that our founding fathers warned us against, we will leave no self-checkout screen unslobbered upon so that we can explain personal sovereignty to somebody that just smoked weed in a loading dock. That is what my people will do for you. You ever even thought about that? Others? Nobody wants to work anymore. I want everyone fired. See that one? I want everyone associated with this decision fired. Easy, asshole. Nobody wants to work anymore. No, nobody wants to help you. Just don't be the biggest asshole at Bevmo, and you're good. You want people to help you, just be in line in front of that guy, and they'll do everything that you need. Just be a good person. Just be a good person, and they'll help you. They'll carry your plastic vodka bottles to your RAV4 for you, buddy. I want everyone fired. Nobody wants to work. That Kim Kardashian told me that on Instagram. Nobody wants to work anymore. Get back to work. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Kim. Really appreciate it. Wrong messenger. You know what I mean? Wrong messenger. What? Oh, thank you, Kim. What happened, Kim? Did nobody help you at the implant warehouse? Do you have any more opinions? You can help us through this. The current landscape of corporate servitude. Kim, what are your opinions on automation, Kim? I would bet the middle third of my dick. That Kim Kardashian never changed a vacuum bag, but get in there, Kim, fight the good fight. Let us know your thoughts on mechanization when you get a shot. Oh. Thanks very much for coming out, you guys, especially parents. You did the heavy lifting in that pandemic. Yeah, you really did. I appreciate you. I don't know. Anybody else without kids? Did you guys call your friends with kids during the pandemic? Oh man, just chaos. It was chaos. My buddy Ari, he was a stay-at-home dad during the pandemic. He's got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I would call him, and just every call sounded like he'd called 911 and dropped the phone. And he would answer too, right? Because it was all day for him, and he's like, "Oh, dude, what's up? Dude, hold on. Are you bleeding? What's going on? What's happening? Sadie, no. Sadie, no, not now. No. Go with your sister then. Just go with your sister. Just sit for a second. Just go with your sister, buddy. Sadie, hold on. Your brother's coming. Sadie, wait up. Go with your sister. And then it's juice time. Yes, thank you. And then or I cancel juice time. Do I have to cancel juice time? Or do I have to cancel juice time then? Yeah, I didn't think so. Hold on, dude. Bro, I got Cheerios. I don't ever even buy Cheerios. There's Cheerios in every car I got. Sadie! Wait for your brother! Sadie! Man, hold up. Dude, I'm at Whole Foods. I gotta call you back. And I would listen to the whole call. I mean, you could drop the phone in his minivan, I'd be in my garage with no responsibilities, just like, oh my God. Smoking weed, like, what's gonna happen to Sadie? Tune in next week to see if Sadie gets her juice. I think I'd be a good dad. It's almost hurtful. I'm a good person. No, it's not something a good person has to say. My worst fear is getting a kid stuck in a ceiling fan. You ever do that? You're a tall guy. You never jam a kid up in a ceiling fan? Never once? Wow. What do you got? You got nice high lofted ceilings in your condo that you own? Yeah, it's convenient. Nobody ever rents their ceiling fans anymore. I'm the only one. I'm the only one with 6'5" ceiling fans. Just perfect. And there he is, my boy. Lewis, not even born yet. He's already got a 16-inch scar above his left eye. I think I'm a good person. Getting a kid stuck in a ceiling fan, that's a bad time to find out you're not a good person. I think I'll adopt. Get like a 16-year-old. Yeah. You agree with me. It's a good strategy. Get them across the finish line real quick. Pick one with a scholarship, you know? You laugh because it's a foolproof plan. I just don't ever want to have to get an infant through an airport. That looks like rock bottom. You ever see two adults at the airport just getting lapped by one little organ grinder monkey off its leash, just grabbing snacks and harassing federal agents? They're just tangled up in charger cables with no words left, getting a divorce in silence, just fighting over whose turn it is in silence. You ever see an actually outnumbered adult at the airport? That's rock bottom. Saw a mom trying to get 3 kids through security. She just quit in her eyes. Just a dead look in her eyes. She was kicking shit. She was challenging TSA agents. She looked like she wanted to get arrested. She's like, huh? Kicking a bear through the swiper? Ma'am, you can't. Like, huh? What? Who? What? These? Yeah, they're mine. This one's got a bomb in her, huh? He's got a gun, she's got a bomb. Do we got to go somewhere? To a room with a couch? Take me to that? Yeah, I'll go. Take me to the room with a couch where I can close my eyes for the first time in 18 calendar months. I think I'll go to the couch room now, huh? Pussy, how about the couch room? No, I did not pack my own bags. 2 brown men I didn't recognize did that. Couch room now? Couch room now. I do. My wife says I'm not nice. Fine. I'm a good person. You can't be both. It's disgusting. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean you have to be nice. And just because you're nice does not mean you're a good person. The rudest thing anybody ever said to me was, I'll pray for you. Which is a very nice thing to say to someone, if you know they believe what you believe. But if they don't believe what you believe, I'll pray for you. It's a motherfucking threat. I'll pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray. That's okay. Don't worry about that. No, I'll pray for you. No, I'm going to pray for you. I mean, it's not going to work. You're going to be downstairs. You're going to be bound up, some sort of trapped in, some sort of haunt. You're going to haunt some building someday. You're going to be in hell for eternity. You're going to not like your life. You're the eternity that was chosen for you based on your behavior and your demon-like temptations. It's going to be a bad situation. I'm going to be upstairs. I'm going to be up in a different place than you. But I'll pray for you. I'm going to be getting a foot rub in heaven by whatever slaves they have up there. But I'll pray for you. No thanks. I got kicked out of Sunday school. No, the rudest thing anybody ever said, somebody told me I had resting bitch face. First of all, maybe we take it easy on our bitches. Yeah. They're resting. How would you like it if every time you tried to take a nap, somebody compared you to unhappy people? Also, why are you so familiar with what resting bitches look like? You be spying on bitches? Maybe these bitches should be worried about what you look like. Maybe these bitches should be describing nap time creep face to the authorities. Yeah, I did get kicked out of Sunday school. That shit's on my resume. I grew up in a cathedral. I was just there my dad was I did not sleep there. My dad was the choir director at St. Raphael's Cathedral, where I'm from. It's St. Raphael's. But if you're from Wisconsin, I just found this out. I just realized this. I just realized that it was only because we were in Wisconsin that we pronounced it Ray Fields. I'm sorry, did you mean Raymond Fields? Yeah, Ray Fields. Yeah, like it's a sports bar. Come on down to Ray Fields. 2-for-1s on admonishments this week. Free drinks, not just on Sundays anymore. Come on down, Ray Fields. Why watch the game when you can be where it's decided? The good guys always win at Ray Fields. St. Raphael's. And my dad was cheap. He just wanted a free babysitter. He sent me to weekday Sunday school. Anybody go to weekday Sunday school? That's next level Sunday school, if you don't know. If you didn't grow up in a cathedral, under every cathedral there is a bomb shelter where there's about half a dozen pasty white children with bug-eyed and a couple nuns telling them about the world, and it's pretty close to a baby huffing dungeon. It's down in there. It's kind of airtight. You can smell those kids. They're down there. It's just learning the same book over and over. And I was 7. I was a prick kid. I didn't have time for this shit. I had just started wondering if trees had souls. I had started wondering what I wanted to believe in the world, but I wasn't. They throw the book at you. They throw the book at you, and then they dangle Santa Claus, and I didn't like that. It felt like a threat. And I walked in there. My dad was the choir. I didn't need to be there. I walked in like Drake, dude. No new friends. What are you gonna tell me? And the nuns hated me right away. They didn't like me. I'm still open to anything. I'll believe in anything if it's convenient. Anything at all. I wasn't opposed. I definitely didn't know God existed, but I didn't know He didn't. I wasn't sure in any direction, and I'm still not. I don't. Astrology is a good example. I don't believe in astrology unless somebody doesn't like me. And then I only believe in astrology. What? She said, what? Pfft. What month was she born in? Of course she was born in November. Astrology's a great religion if you need to explain why people don't like you. Christianity's a great religion if you need to explain why you don't like people. And I don't know, I just didn't like, we didn't hit it off. It wasn't a good fit. But I made it 2 days. The second day was picture day, and we had to draw our favorite. I was in. Crayons I believe in. And I was in. And we just had to pick our favorite Bible story and just draw that. And I chose Daniel in the lion's den, and I just drew Daniel just getting chewed through by like 5 lions. Just, oh, what an idiot. This guy, oh, shit, look at you. Dan, red crayon Dan, look at you. DOA, you are a moron, buddy. I know exactly why God got rid of you. Look at you, buddy. You have another red crayon, please? Thank you very much. Yeah, get this guy out of here. And none didn't like it. None didn't like it at all. And but what she really didn't like was in the corner of the picture, I drew a picture of the sun, the ball of fire that gives us all life, the actual God. I drew a face on the sun, and I drew arms on the sun going, ah. And she hated it. She hated it. She hated that I had given the sun a soul. And she took my crayons away, and she leaned in and she said, I'll pray for you. I know. She was 50. I was 7. To me, that just said, I know God, and I'm going to tell him what you did. She took my crayons away, which felt like, I think you should leave now. And I was like, fine. I'm going to go look for a guy that doesn't care about my crayons. No offense. QAnon, reliable religion. Very steady. Demon heavy. Christianity, hold the Christ. Heavy on the demons. It's just nice to know it's there to use if I need it. If we need it. You know, if you ever need to relegate a significant portion of your fellow citizenry to demon status. If you ever need to make a good portion of the people you know murderable. It's nice to know that exists. Other than that, I think we handled the pandemic pretty gracefully. I do think we handled the pandemic well. I do think we did. I know. We are at each other's throats, and it feels like we're in a way worse place. And in a lot of ways we are. But there was 9 billion people on the planet. What the fuck did we think was going to happen? I think that we handled it pretty damn well, despite how we feel about each other. I think Republicans saved some of the economy. I think Democrats saved some of the grandparents. And all it took was a sincere, profound resentment for each other as human beings. Masks really threw people for a loop. They didn't like that. I get that. Breath is not nice. Breath does not age well. There's a reason they don't make breath-scented candles. But a plague was coming. A plague was always coming. It's the one thing that science and the Bible agreed on. I don't think everybody should have had to live the same. I drove across country last year. There's just so many different... There's nobody in Kansas. Is anybody here from Kansas? There it is. Yeah, they're here. Thank you for coming. Is it two of you? Are you both senators? I think Kansas is a scam. I think Kansas is a scam. I think Kansas, there's a lot of windmills. I think Kansas is 2 senators and unlimited electricity. And I just don't think, there's a lot of places in the country like that. And if you live out there, if you live in New York, yeah, wear a hazmat suit. If you live in rural Kansas, I don't think you should have to wear pants. I don't think you should have to wear pants, but I also don't think you should have high-speed internet access. Because you don't have enough, this is what my family's dealing with. You don't have enough people to bounce your ghost stories off of. People are in a situation where they're seeing more people on their screens than in real life. And that's a problem, because then you don't have anybody to bounce these ghost stories that you're getting blown up your asshole from the other side of the planet on. And you got people in fucking baby huffing dungeons. Most people are just trying to go to the grocery store. You got people in baby huffing. You're believing, that's where you lose me on the conspiracy shit. Like that heavy, that dank conspiracy shit. Like I don't know. It's the microchip. There's microchips in the back. Really? Mandy, how many? 1? Multiple? Have you done a cost-benefit analysis on this? How much is Bill Gates investing in mapping the route from your duplex to the strip mall nearest your duplex? Angry. I can take angry and I can take dumb. I can't take dumb and angry, because the odds are you're angry because you're dumb. And I speak from experience, but I don't know. If your boogeyman has a PhD, well then maybe you're a little bit dumb to be this angry. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's appropriate though. It's the American way. What's the worst thing we could possibly put in our bodies? What's the dumbest thing I could cram into my head right now? It's like food. It's like food. QAnon is just what happened when pizza restaurants started making cinnamon rolls. Thank you, buddy. And it's the screens. We're in our goldfish bowl. I get clickbait and just dumb shit online. I fall for it all the time. It's like my wife glamping. That's some internet nonsense right there. That is some screen-based nonsense right there. If you don't know, it's glamorous camping. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. It's for people that hate camping and are easily fooled by the internet. And what they do is they'll put a tarp over some wine glasses. They put pictures on Instagram. They charge $2.45 a night. You pay it, and then you're an asshole for the rest of your life. And it's a constant. Here's some dumb clickbait I fell for. Submarine that turns into a yacht. Show it to me. It was just an ugly boat. It was just an ugly boat. Just a decommissioned submarine. They put a spoiler on it. That was it. It was pretty sad, actually. The greatness of a submarine. Huh? It used to do science and fight wars. Now it's getting puked on by Kelly's bachelorette party. The thing used to make movies with Jacques Cousteau. Oh, it's got rims on it. Doesn't even go underwater anymore. Can't even flex its scientific muscles. That's the fancy part. A submarine would never turn into a yacht. Would never stoop so low as to turn into a yacht. What do you mean? Who needs science? We got money. A butterfly doesn't turn back into a caterpillar. That glamp trip made me identify with those dudes that stormed the Capitol, though. That was just their glamp trip. That was just their glamp trip. They just wanted to go away for the weekend and pretend to do some shit they weren't doing. They just wanted to see a democracy that turned into a yacht. You know what bothered me the most about January 6th? The merch. Why is there merch? Are you guys wearing matching hooded sweatshirts? Who's selling merch at the Revolution? Abraham Lincoln didn't sell top hats. Did we just lose World War III to a bar league softball team? Who are these absentee dads on Instagram Live spending their child support money on merch? You got merch money. How bad am I supposed to feel? You got merch money. You're you're smashing up the Capitol so that you're fired guy can keep his job. Who am I supposed to feel bad for here? The you're fired guy. Can you imagine the slave mentality of lifting a fucking finger for the you're fired guy? I, for one, cannot. Wild. Real unnecessary white trash block party, that one right there. How many golf pros do you think stormed the Capitol? Not pro golfers, just guys running driving ranges somewhere. It's a serious question. Any gamblers in here want to set the line for me? Over, under. Over, under. 12 is way high. 12 is way high. 12 is, I'm going under 12. 5. 5 is a better number. 4.5 or 5.5? 3.5. I'll let you change. It's okay. You can change your answer. I like it. But I can tell already, you and me, we're both bad gamblers. Because I would go over that, but probably not. But you know there was one. I'm just saying there was one. Todd. He was on his screens too much. Whipped up on his screens. Too much time on his phone spent Todd. Too much time on his phone on the range was Todd. Oh, they did it again. He threw down his sand wedge. He folded up his collared shirts, put them in his leather travel bag, the one with his initials on it. And he threw that in his Escalade, the one his dad leases for him. And for the first time in 35 years, Todd left Myrtle Beach. And he got to D.C. and he laid eyes on D.C. and he checked into the Marriott. And he got a good night's rest. And then he woke up and he saw they had an omelet bar. So he got the fucking omelet bar. Todd likes eggs. Todd likes real eggs. Can you put some cheddar cheese and jalapenos on there? Thank you very much. Todd, this might be the last day Todd gets eggs. They're trying to take Todd's eggs away. And he got a good meal in his belly, and then he skipped off to the Revolution, where he met his CrossFit coach, and they slammed a cop's head in the door. And bear sprayed a congressional page in their new QAnon hooded sweatshirts. And didn't wear a mask. The one time he should have wore a mask. Todd. Cover up, Todd. Todd. Now the FBI got to go to the driving range, Todd. Now they got to come to your range, Todd. I don't know. Vladimir Putin said, "It's easier to fool a man than it is to convince a man he's been fooled." Vladimir Putin did not say that. Mark Twain said that. But I say that Vladimir Putin said it so that the people that need to hear it will listen. It's just, I think oftentimes we're just at the mercy of deteriorating men. I've always wanted to be a grandpa. I really do have no interest in being a parent. I want to be a parent for like 5 hours a week. The rest of it looks like y'all got ripped off. The rest of it looks like a really bad deal. But I had something change my mind about that recently. I got a silver alert. It's an amber alert for an elderly person. Do they got them in Illinois? Okay, right. So that's I lost a grandpa to dementia. It's not a laughing matter, but I mean, he was doing wild shit at the end. And I thought, it makes me, I'd be lucky to get to that point. And by the time I do, I'm probably going to be in a lot of pain. I'm going to be lucky to not have metal in every joint and an organ that I want to chuck into the lake. And if I get to that point and the brain that's reminding me how much pain I'm in every day of my life decides to shut the fuck up and my body gets to take a victory lap for an afternoon, and the children that I raised to completion think that it's acceptable to narc me out to the fire department, you're not dead to me, but shit's different now. When I can remember what you did, things are gonna be different now. I mean, just take my car keys away. Don't do that. How about this? My brain shut down. I'm not on the loose. Like, did you even look? Did you even look? Go get your shithead cousins and a rope and a flashlight and go walk around the neighborhood. Get me back on the patio before you start texting 3 counties all my information. Everybody I ever knew thinks I'm out there in my PJs, running into a curb like a glitch in a video game. Go get your cousins and go get my grandkids. You know what? Have them bring the birthday checks back, because I'm trying to repossess some shit. I wrote them checks in the amount of the age they were turning. It was adorable. I was super grandpa, okay? All you had to do was get me beer and play cards with me, and this is what I get. You're out of the will, but I want you to come to the reading, because I've hired a professional wrestler to read it to you and tell you that you don't get my cars, and I'm leaving the house to the stripper you don't know exists. That was what my grandpa was doing. He was trying to fuck a meth head stripper in Kentucky. He was driving across state lines. That's what he thought he was doing. I mean, I don't know what he did. Well, when he was leaving, he was going to fuck a meth head stripper. It started good. And then when he got there, he wrapped his car around a tree. And that's when things went bad. It's all right. And that just terrifies me. I just don't want the last thing on my body that works to be my nuts. Take my car keys, take my nuts. If I get to that point, take my balls. I'm serious. I'm honestly about to advocate for adult male castration. I'm done with my nuts now. 1/3 of the men I've ever known could handle their balls. They're ruining a perfectly good gender. Ladies, if you know any man that's functional, he's working very hard to overcome his nuts. We are walking around shit-faced on our own balls all the time. Nuts are a Ferrari engine, and most men are just a Honda Accord, and we are we are burning through tires. Our whole lives. It's we didn't used to care about nuts like this. As a species, we didn't. That's one thing that I learned from the Catholic Church. They used to cut little boys' balls off so they could hit a high note in choir. Yeah, that's real. Don't look at. I didn't do this shit. They were called castrados. That's what I'm saying. That's where nuts used to rank, just below Christmas carols in Latin. Right here. What percentage of your bad decisions would you blame on your nuts? Hold up now. I'm giving you a chance to excuse a lot of bad behavior. 40%. That's so low. That is so low. That is either you just didn't think that through, or you got skeletons in your closet that you're trying to pretend aren't there. I mean, I am way up there. I mean, well, fine, good, okay, fine, 40%. Now imagine if you weren't there to stop them. You'd be up there. You'd be way up there, right? Yeah, I don't want that. Take my nuts, please. I don't know. I think it's a rough situation for men when they get to that age, and then that's the only age when we finally trust them to put them in positions of power. This is why we have two types of leaders. That's why we only got two kinds of leaders. What the fuck is wrong with him, and is he okay? That's it. That's all that's left. And Vladimir Putin is what the fuck is wrong with him? That's perfect example. It's just an old man's balls playing games with younger men's balls, just pitting younger men's balls against each other. It's a time-honored human tradition. That's just because, I mean, his nuts are serving drinks. Our brains turn to mush, our joints eject, and our balls are down there serving drinks the whole time. Vladimir Putin's balls are the bartender from The Shining. Take my nuts. The second I get a Home Depot credit card, I don't want to make some of these horrific mistakes. That's the real forget QAnon. Leaf blowers is the real pandemic in this country. If there's anybody in here, sometimes I do this bit and I see old dude's face kind of change, like, I like my leaf blower. Fuck that shit, dude. Get a rake. Bury that in the backyard. We're not going to say anything about it. We're going to pretend like it never happened. That glamp trip was fine. That was a beautiful vacation. We were on my wife's family reunion. It was actually awesome. It was ruined by a leaf blower at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. I was in my lean-to. I had my tarp. It was me, my tarp, leaf blower. Just... Hell no! 2:45 a night. What? Absolutely. In my mind, this is some asshole that travels with his leaf blower. My first assumption that it was not somebody from the campsite. Hotels don't vacuum before checkout. I thought this was some guy, because I'm ready for you people to start carrying those things in holsters. Like people, I thought it was just some asshole in a Winnebago that could not bear the thought of being apart from his leaf blower for 3 days. And he was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be in the woods. Imagine all the things I can blow around in the woods." And I kicked my tarp open. I kicked my tarp open in my underwear. I was looking for faces. And sure enough, it's a dude from the campsite, collared shirt, logo and everything. I was the asshole yelling at employees. I was like, "Yo, it's 8 a.m., guy." He takes his finger off the gas for a second. He's greased up hillbilly, I swear to God. Looks me dead in the face. I still gotta work though. That's what he said to me. It's gonna bounce off the back of my skull for the rest of my life. I still gotta work though. I instantly stopped caring about the leaf blower. I was instantly distracted by this blue-collar cosplay he had typed up for himself, where he was somehow at work right now. This dude, he rode a golf cart with a leaf blower, with an outdoor blow dryer pointed at some gravel patches. He drove to work, got in a golf cart, brought a blow dryer. I still gotta work though. Fuck you, buddy. I wasn't raised in a coal mine, okay, but I roofed houses and painted houses and baled hay, and I was Mr. Miyagi enough to know that taking one button to the next button to the next button does not make you the backbone of the American economy, guy. You are not a dock worker, friend. Turn that shit down. You are ruining my glamp trip. Buttons. Thanks, Buttons. Take a couple hours off. Go have some more Red Bull. What are you doing? I hope you don't got a kid at home playing Fortnite that you berate for not popping out of bed every morning to go move leaves around in the woods. It's everywhere. It's coast to coast. I live in LA. It's California. There's no leaves. There's no leaves. It's just dust. It's just dust. You're just whipping up the dust. You're just whipping up dust into the air. Why? Why? How big is your lawn? You better have a football field to justify that thing, to justify weaponizing what used to be the ground. You ever get it in your eyes? It's in my eyes and mouth and throat. You shut down my block for 4 hours with your fucking leaf blower. What are you doing? And where does the dust settle? Cars. All your cars. Now all your neighbors have to go get car washes because you had to have it. You had to. There could be ranges away from our cars. Leaf blower ranges. I'm stand by this. There are leaf blower ranges where coked up stepdads can go and micromanage small patches of cement for 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time, just to blow off some steam. Whatever fixes it. Whatever. I want your patch to be clean, guys. But otherwise, leaf blowers should cost $10,000. And $9,500 of that should go into a federal fund to pay for all your neighbors' car washes, past, present, and future. I stand by that. All right, I'll get out of here. No, there is. I saw one guy in Kansas. It was the cop that let me out of a speeding ticket with a joke. I like that guy. I was smoking weed. I was in Kansas. I was just trying to get through Kansas. I don't care if it's legal. It's legal where I live. It's legal. I don't have time to figure out who doesn't have it figured out yet. I can't keep track of what states are still run by dorks from the 50s. And I wasn't even planning on my feet touching the ground in Kansas. So I was smoking weed, I was moving. A little bit later, I see the lights on. Damn, okay, pull over. This dude walks up, real tense guy. Kind of cop, seemed like he might fire tear gas to cover a fart. He comes in hot. He's like, "What you in such a hurry for, California?" I said, I'm a stand-up comedian. I got to get to Iowa tomorrow. I have a show in Iowa. So, well, how'd you go in 81 to 65? Yeah, buddy, it's Kansas. That's about the bare minimum I'm gonna be going in Kansas. You want me to stop and check out the library, guy? I'm gonna need to see your license and registration. He's right here. So he snatches it, goes back to his car. 20 minutes later, he comes back, still hot. Somebody need to hear a joke. I didn't like that part. Just give me the ticket. Don't make me dance. You got a hard job, I got a hard job. Why are you gonna make me dance? You know, I mean, he knew I didn't have my tools. This is a thing. There's the things. There's things. You're very nice. You guys are very nice. You're very nice. But if I followed you back to your hotel tonight and tried to tell you about the herpes vaccine, you'd be like, you got a schizophrenic on the property right now. You might want to come get this guy. Too sweet. But I didn't want the ticket. So I said, okay, why did the squirrel crawl into my dick hole? His tone changed. I piqued his interest. He said, I don't know, man, why? I said, he was trying to get to my nuts. Well, he liked that joke more than you guys did. Yeah. Yeah, I like that guy. I think about that guy. I appreciated him. I felt like we grew together. I think about him. I worry about him. Because I know he's out there telling my joke. You can't force comedy. It takes a long time. I know he's out there just butchering my joke. In front of God knows who. Bobby, 8165 California plates. We give tickets to those guys. I don't see any kind of citation here or anything. Chief, he earned it. I don't give a shit, Bobby. I'm gonna need to see some sort of documentation, some sort of explanation, report on my desk ended today. Chief, I'm gonna do it for you live. No thanks, Bobby. You got the right to remain silent. Chief, why would? How come? Why would? Why come? A squirrel, a wild squirrel, Chief. Teeth and claws and shit. Kind of not your normal squirrel that you would not be intimidated by. For the sake of this hypothetical, you on your toes. He could do some damage to you, Chief, and he wants something from you, something from inside you, something that you care about, and he wants it bad, something that a squirrel regularly wants. What would he want that you got? What would you, a squirrel with teeth and claws and shit, not no domesticated raccoon I keep under my porch. I'm talking about a wild animal that's got a spring in his step and coming at you faster than you ain't been able to move for a long time. I've known you for 35 years, Chief. You a slow son bitch. And he's coming for you. And he's gonna get something from you, Chief. What's he want? He wants your nuts. Squirrels want nuts. Squirrels want nuts, Chief. Chief, he wants your damn nuts. How's he gonna get there, dickhole? Squirrel coming in your dick hole, Chief. Bobby, I'm gonna need your gun and badge. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you to the Green Mill. Thank you, Chicago. I love you. Thank you. Cheers, everybody. Thank you.